Hey guys, it's Travis. Today I want to show you how to break down 3 types of common weapons. A lot of people buy these weapons at Walmart or for home protection, and a lot of people don't know how to break them down. If there's a problem with the gun or anything, or even how to clean it. So I'm going to show you how just to break it down, and then later videos I'll probably show you how to clean the weapons. So today the first household weapon that we usually have is an AR or a 22 long rifle, and this is commonly bought at Walmart. A lot of people have 22 rifles at their house. So the first thing we have to do is check, make sure there's no bullets, that the weapon is clear. So I'm looking in the breech right here. There's no bullet sitting in there. There's no magazine. So a lot of people will say, hey, the bolt stops right there, I can't take it back anymore. Well, what you do is you press the trigger, you hold that down, you can just simply slide the bolt right out. So then the weapon is as disassembled as you can get it. Also, if you're heavily into it, there's 3 bolts right here. You can take those apart, then the barrel will come out. I'm not going to show you that today because it's pretty in-depth. But technically, this is a broken down 22 rifle. And put it back, all you got to do is stick it back in the way you did, and it stops right there. Once again, you're going to have to pull the trigger, hold it down, then the bolt slides back into place. Now, after you break apart a weapon, you always have to test its functionality. So we just put it back in, we pull the trigger, it clicked, so the weapon is functional now. Okay, the next one, I know a lot of people have bought AR rifles, and a lot of people don't know how to take it apart. I have a buddy that had it and did not know how to take it apart, so I had to show him. So I'm going to show you all how to do it. On the back side of the weapon, there's these 2 pins right here. All you have to do is press down one of them, it pops it out. Sometimes these can be a little tricky, so I like to get out my little pocket knife and just pop it the rest of the way. So it doesn't come fully out, but pops it up. After that, it just folds open. Now, how to take the bolt out of this is the charging handle right here. You just pull up the charging handle and the bolt pops right out. You can lay those to the side. Then we put this back together. I press this other bolt down because I want to take this completely apart and pull that out. So then this is called the lower receiver right here in this hand. This is called the upper receiver. So the upper receiver is about as broke apart as you want it. And here's the lower receiver. Now the bolt can break down even farther. You have a little pin right here. Just take your fingernail, pull it out. Now take the bolt, push it all the way to the back. The firing pin drops out. Then this little thing right here, twist to the side. Then this pops out. And then the rest of the bolt comes apart. So to put it back together, you just stick it back in. Drop this pin back in. Make sure to twist it to the side. Then give it a little tug. It should go all the way forward. Then you take your firing pin, drop it back in, and then your retaining pin. You just stick that back in. You might have to work the retaining pin in there a minute. So then, once you got it all breaking, putting it back together, you want your charging handle first. There's little grooves that sits inside the upper receiver. It's easier if you have this upside down. You take this, the bolt, and stick it right in. It all fits together kind of easy. So you just push that back in, And fit both of these parts down together. Might need to put that back in. Then just push the pins back in. And there we go. Now we charge it. And we fire it. And it works. So then that's how to disassemble the AR and put it back together. Now the next one we're going to go through is a pistol. Once again, I'm going to make sure the weapon is clear. There's no bullet in there. Now a lot of people have pistols at their house and all pistols are different. So this technique is only going to work on a Versa Thunder 380. It's kind of similar to a lot of others, but again, you're going to have to research your different type of pistols. So there's this little tab right here. And this will work on any type of the pistols that have these tabs. So we just press that down, and then we pull the bolt back, and you have to lift it up on the end, and then it comes all the way off. Then the spring comes off, and that's about as broken down as you're going to want a pistol. You can take the pistol grips off. I've electrical taped mine because I lost the screws. So, but then again, that's as breaking down as you want it. So when you put it back together, you're going to fit the spring on first. Then you're going to get your upper receiver on your pistol. You're going to stick the spring inside there, and it has a catch for it. Then you're going to muscle it all the way back, and you're going to want your little switch down here all the way forward again. So you muscle it all the way back till it fits down. Let go of that, and then slide it forward. Then now all you got to do to test this functionality is to just slide it back and forward, and it should work. This has a safety feature, doesn't fire without the clip in, so I don't want to do that. Alright, so I've showed you how to break down 3 different types of common weapons, and I hope you have learned a lot about this. Thank you.